we've got another box to show you, another machine that is apart, ready to have some life breathed into it. This one's going to be a little bit different because I warn you now, there is nothing original about this machine. What is it? Let's have a look. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? Here's another box for Mr. John, the same person who owns the Hoover Dirtsearchers that we have seen. This is a machine that he asked me to mechanically restore, i.e. this is not going back to its original condition, because he quite likes it as it is, and nothing wrong with that. What is it? Well, it is another Hoover Junior. However, as you can tell, it has seen a little bit of colour in its life. Yes, this is a very orange Hoover Junior. It's been painted quite well. It's a bit of a shame about the bits of damage on the paint though, because I'm not really sure that I can do much about that, because finding this exact matching orange will be quite difficult. So it is staying as it is, shabby chic, because he wants it to use. He would like it to be mechanically restored and cleaned, but kept as it is, because apparently he quite likes the colour. So that's not too bad. We have the Hoover roundel still on the belt cover. This is a paper sticker though, so whether it comes off when washed I'm not entirely sure, but we shall see. But I don't think this hasn't been painted. I think this is a pattern belt guard, because there's the inside of it. So it's either a pattern one or it is a legit orange one. I think they did do an orange one, but possibly not in that shade. But this is the main focus of what we need to look at, the machine itself. With an orange bag, the Junior cleaner. So yes, there is quite a lot that's not original about this, but you know, that's not too bad. So let's have a closer look at the main attraction. The first thing I'm going to do is actually not remove the bag right now, because it is cable tied on. That's a bit of a shame. There's a big old cable tie there. I was hoping I could unscrew that so that we could get it out of the way, but we can't. Let me look underneath. Look, we have some white wheels. I don't think they're original. The rear ones will be. The brush roll has very good brushes, but is in dire need of a strip and a repaint. I can see quite a lot of wire wheeling needing to be done on all of the metalwork. This is a very dirty machine, but it's physically quite good. So apart from the paint being a bit worn, it's alright. We have some Clare electrical safety certificates which date from 2003, this one, so it has seen life before. Have a Laco plug for the plug enthusiast among us. Black cable, that's not original. However, I can see some of a ratings plate, so we're going to attempt to see if I can chip some of this paint off. Let's do it down here just in case it doesn't work. I want to see at least what the model number is, because I can't see anything poking through. Oh, we just lifted off. That's not quite what I wanted to do. Ah, there we go. Look, the paint's... Oh. The paint is cracking off, but I think it's also going to take quite a... Let me come back a bit, because we don't need to be zoomed in now. It is taking off all of the paint from the actual ratings plate though. But we might be alright, we might be able to see. It's just about readable still. It's coming off, I just want to see what model it was. And how old it is, because it looks like it might be an original machine that's been refurbished, as in I don't think it would have lots of different parts on it. It's a shame all that paint's taking off the silver writing. Let me get a bit busy with this and I'll try and take as much paint off as we can and we'll see if we can see what it is. There we go, look, we have uncovered enough to see that this is 1346A from July 1971. So there we go. And from peeling all that paint off, I'm going to keep that because we'll stick it back on. I think this has actually been primed and then painted, so that makes it, at least it's been done half well. It's alright, isn't it? Let's have a look underneath and pop the spark arrestor plate off, see what state it's all in. So we have a random screw that side and an original screw this side. So you can see that with the sharp pointy tip is not the original screw. This isn't going to be a concourse restoration, so it's not too bad. Ooh. So lots of cobwebs. And actually something that I have never seen before. It's got a different sort of RF suppressor on it. Cannot for the life of me imagine that that is original either. Especially going by the fact that this is held on with bonus-on wood screws. That's interesting, isn't it? I wonder if we can take it off. Have a look at how it's wired in. So that unscrews from there. There's a little washer. That's very strange. It is screwed in. It is a retrofit. It's screwed in to what would have held the original suppressor. But this is an aftermarket. I think it's also blown or about to blow, judging by the big crack on it. I've also just noticed a big crack there. So yes, that's gone. That has split. It's a bit of a bummer because I was hoping we could turn it on, but I don't think we can at the minute because I daren't touch it with electricity in whilst it is blown. So we're going to have a look at seeing if we can take it off and get this old girl working. There we are! Was in the end, and this threw me quite a lot because, see, the problem with me is although I look like I know what I'm doing, I don't fully. And seeing this with no context, with that, because normally they go into one side and then the two wires come straight back out the other, so you can just join the wires together. It threw me a little bit, but then I realised that all I had to do was literally crimp the switch, one half of the switch to the wire that goes off down into the, that goes to one side of the armature, and then take out the other black wire completely. That is it. I found another project I'd done, took a picture and copied it. So there we go, we have got rid of this broken thing. So all we've got to do is to pop this back on. I have given it a very quick fire up and it does work. I shan't tell you how it sounds though, which will leave that for the surprise, but yeah, I thought I'd just spin it up quickly. Then I put all my screwdrivers away, forgetting that I hadn't put this bit back on. So we'll pop this bit back on. There we are. Oh yeah, I've got the extra, that screw can go in the bin as well, we don't need that. Don't need any of that. This is now a desuppressor machine. It's not very filthy, but desuppressed. So, job. We'll put the belt on. There we are, we'll put the belt cover back on. There we are. See, it looks almost, it looks quite nice, actually. Now we can pop the handle on, because it's not going back in its box. Take that out from there. Pop this in. Ooh, the handle bail is bent. There we are. Oh, I'll try and get it around this bag because I can't quite be bothered to get into the hole. Putting a new cable tie on there. There we are. Which is missing, it should have a little grommet on the cable that slots in there. It doesn't have that. I don't know if I've got one of those. So we'll have to have a look. Put that in there. I wonder if now I can tap that back in there. Then we'll put the top handle on. Beautiful, obviously sliding the cable grommet in place, not really because it's needed at this particular juncture in its life, because I'm going to take it all apart again to refurbish it, but because it makes it easier to wind the cable up and it won't drag across the floor, will it? Which is always very good. Marvellous. The handle bail is good, it's a bit loose, not generally a lot you can do about that because you can't tighten it up as such, it's all crimped on. We can fit the bag and there we go. It works quite well. Let's undo the zip now. See, I was going to fit a new bag, in fact I got it out here, but to be honest, I forgot to bring a paper bag with me. I don't really want to write off a whole SEBO bag. Plus the whole thing's filthy anyway, so if I come into this box of stuff here, which is for a completely different machine, we can find some Bojack bags for a Panasonic. You've seen this video, you know where this came from. And with these Bojack bags, oh no we can't. Bum. So open. Damn it, I was hoping they weren't going to be open-ended. Well, I want to use one of the original the original bags, because they're quite rare to find. Oh, flip. That's a pain. I don't think I've got any other bags on me either. Let me have a quick find for some more bags, because I'm running a bit low on these SEBO bags. And I would want to put this on after it's done. Let me have a quick rootle around and see what I can find. This'll do. A, they're cheaper. B, I've already tried to fit it to something that obviously didn't work. But these are a lot cheaper to mess around with than those SEBO bags. So a pack of those SEBO bags is about 13 quid, even the cheap ones. These, well, you should know how cheap these are. Because I've got my toolbox, I have some cable ties. So we haven't got to faff around with the belt. Just for this demo, literally, this is all this is for. As soon as this is done, it can go away again and be refurbished and look lovely. This is literally just so we can push it around without clagging the bag up too much. The bag is filthy. There we go. That'll do, that's all that's needed. Just for this juncture. In fact, we can turn it on now, look. And see what the bag does. smell that belt slipping. There we go, so I'll pop that back in there. Oh, there are a couple of teeth missing on this bag. Uh-oh. There you go, you got to do it right from the top. I'll do it in one. No. Oh, this bag's knackered. There are many teeth missing. I have had it done up. Oops. I think it needs a bit of grease, a bit of oil, so we'll have a little hole down there. Oh, look at that. Sounds awful, but runs really well. That's a turn up, isn't it? Right, let me get all of this patch away. We'll get rid of this carpet. This carpet isn't the best for testing these old Juniors out. It shows track marks, but it bogs down really quite a lot, which is no fun at all. So I shall pack away, move this, and we shall give it a go on the thinner pole carpet. There we are, got a couple of our old favourites down. Got to adjust it down a bit because I've just moved the height adjuster right up, so we'll do that and then we'll see what bounce we can do. I wasn't going to do, Sam, but I can't let this lovely camera angle go to waste. This works really well. Will you see if I put it there? Yeah. Little bit of mad about mess, mad about sand. Dorian's little gift to me. Some more of that. Oh, ow, I've just stood on that stupid broken suppressor. And there we go, this very non-standard machine. The only damage I can see is a little crack. See if you can spot it. Comment if you can spot where the crack is. That's it. It's a bit, you know, it's a bit of a shame it's got those scuffs on the corner because there's not a lot I can do about that because I've got to try and colour match the orange, which is going to be very, very difficult. We have an orange bumper for it. You saw that in the video with the Dirtsearchers. That was in all that box. So this will be cleaned, polished a little bit, but it won't be shiny. It's basically been made to run like new, so that it can provide a lovely little daily driver for the owner who could use it without. Well, this is quite, you know, this is why I have a little bit of respect for these machines. They've obviously been done years ago, He bought it like this, he didn't do it himself. But yes, they're not original, but you can use them. If you had a pristine Junior that, you know, you didn't want to dink or get damaged or dirty, you know, use it for high days and holidays. Well, that's annoying, the cable doesn't quite go over that last loop. Ah. These are great. I used to get some more of these. They look awful. They don't match, but they're very cheap. I used to use Dyson ones, but I ran out, and I got these from Dennis. There we go. You can use this without fear of damaging it. Get the lovely Hoover beats as it sweeps, as it cleans, and use it every day and get it filthy. So there we go. This little, what was it again? It was a 1346A, wasn't it? We'll put that rating sticker back on. I'll keep that, and we'll stick it back on to give it a little bit of its history back. It's all ready to be refurbished. So next time you see this, it will look orange but work a lot better. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.